Hey people, what is going on right now? I have been up for the entire day and I have work in about 2-3 hours from now, 7 o'clock in the morning. And I'm not going to be going to sleep. I'm going to be basically up for the entire day. And whatever precedes that because I'm not going to be getting any sleep all day. But I feel like what just happened to me right now will basically, you know, sort of like it'll be like my guy, like my armor to get through the day. And I'm trying to get my words back because I have a clearer mind now. And I'm gonna explain to you a lot of things in this video. One thing I will probably do is well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make the comment section available. Cause I know like one person, they'll give me a like on every video. I'll make the comment section available because there's some things I can reveal about myself. It's because this channel is like a vlog, it's like a video diary. Cause I do writing at times. I do write in my journal, but my hands are really bad from like all the work I do. But I'm gonna explain first of all. I am currently in the state of Georgia. I never explicitly said that on this channel. But I don't feel like I'm running from anything anymore. I don't feel like I have anything to hide from. So I'm currently in the state of Georgia. I'm down south. I'm in a small suburb of Atlanta. I'll just say that. And right now, I'm going to be looking for housing in a few weeks from now. I get paid Friday, and it's not really something I'm excited about because I'm not going to be there. If I find somewhere close by, I'm not going to be like in that place like all the time. I'm going to just be there to sleep if I'm not working two jobs one day, or I just happen to have some time off. Like if I'm working, like let's say because I work at 5 o'clock every day. If it's days that I don't work my second job, which is only 2 times a week, I want to go there and rest. But that's my next thing to do. But all these videos you see me do in this car, all I want to say is there are a lot of things that I had to do. I'm not going to tell you too much because if you watch this channel from the first video, it started out in Pennsylvania, then it went to Jersey, then Wisconsin, and then Florida, and now Georgia. And the thing is, down south, there's no statutes of limitation for any crime you commit. So all I'm going to say is that I had a wild journey the past 9 months, and I had a lot of help from God, my mother, and just believing in myself for once, because this car that you see me do these videos in, as of now, it is paid off. I was dealt a dirty deck of hands by a crook of a car dealer. I'll just say that everything is pretty much final. It's on my record now, but I was first given this car. If you watch my channel, watch my old videos, because you see I'm changing now. I'm not shaving no more. I'm working out. My chest starting to stick out more. My arms getting bigger. The guy you saw in the first few videos was very weak, very mentally and physically weak. Didn't understand the concept of work, didn't understand the concept of the world, anything. So that video where I said that the white cop saves the day, I was pulled over in Jersey. It was 12 o'clock at night. And long story short, the car wasn't registered. The guy that gave me the car, he was basically he was manipulating my situation that I was going through at the time. Didn't have nowhere to stay. I never told him that, but maybe he assumed he was just trying to like prey on somebody weak. He gave me the car. I'm just basically I need somewhere to put my stuff at. And he, I guess he was manipulating my situation. And he probably was like, he probably can't even think straight with everything going on. And I didn't know that the car wasn't registered for. And that incident was so embarrassing. It just played like, I just felt like he played on my intelligence that I decided to leave Pennsylvania. I had a breakdown. That was so bad where I drove the car all the way, no lie, from Pennsylvania to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The reason why at the time, and you watch my videos, I drove all the way there is because I was following the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. And at the time, I happened to be a victim of almost like a robbery in my own neighborhood. And at the time, I just glorified the people who I felt at the time stood up for what it was I was being victimized of. Because I've been robbed with a gun before, and to see somebody, under the age of 18, fight off potential criminals, it just, at the time, I really felt he was a brave kid just for doing that. But I don't really support none of that stuff anymore, because I look at it at both sides now. But I went all the way to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and then I came back to my senses. Like, let me just go back home. I don't know nobody out here. I don't know. I don't have a job. I was just hoping to get stopped by a cop and then to take the car, because I just felt so stupid. So I missed a whole week of work after what happened. I drove literally during daylight saving time. So I experienced 9 o'clock 3 times in one day. No lie, no cap. I experienced that 3 times in one day. I drove in like 5 states. I drove to Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, then Wisconsin. To get back to Pennsylvania, I had to go through Michigan, and it was snowing at times. And then I would literally drive where it would rain, and then it would stop raining, then it would snow. It was crazy, and it was a crazy adventure. I drove in every kind of condition, and the thing that was so wild was my phone stopped working. And it's because I was out of range. It was actually the phone for my job. When I worked at Walmart, my phone would not work if I was out of range. So I'm like, how am I going to get back if I don't know the way? But I wasn't really religious during this time. But maybe God and just definitely God, but also my brain, like just my memory skills, like just my photographic memory skills when it came to just looking at like billboards and looking at like certain areas. I just knew the way back because I was just basically using my photographic memory. And I drove all the way back until my phone it started working again when I was in, I think, Indiana. It started working again. But when I was in Illinois, I was trying to get back. It just stopped working. When I was in Wisconsin, the first time, it stopped working. This is when I didn't have a job. But I just told myself, I'm gonna just try to get back home because I don't know nobody out here. But when I went to a Subway and I talked to like some people, I was a new dude. I'd never been to the Midwest before, but I was a new guy, and I just heard the way people talk differently down there. I just said, this is pretty cool. Like, not hearing what I'm accustomed to, in the Mid-Atlantic. I just felt that it was pretty cool to just hear something different. And I just said, you know what? I want to get settled here. And then I decided to just, for the second time, I'm going to drive out to Wisconsin again, get a job, which I did. And it didn't work out, because it was really my own fault. I didn't understand the race relations problem that was going on that is still going on in Wisconsin. Like, it's a very divided, separated state. It's not meant for blacks to work or live in. you know. And what I've learned is that's just the reality of America. People want to be around others that look like them. I don't have no problem with that. But I've drove all the way to another state, and I'm doing part two.